Emotions are interesting, right? We call them feelings. Have you ever stopped to wonder why that is? It's because our emotions manifest as physical sensations in our bodies. But as a society, we're pretty dissociated from our bodies. We're taught that our bodies are wrong for a million reasons. For cis women, our bodies are sinful. They're never the right size or shape. For people of color, skin color and hair is always a problem. For trans people, everything is wrong, but correcting it is also wrong. And let's not even begin to talk about experiencing any kind of pleasure within our bodies, because that is all kinds of terrible on every level. We can't fucking win. So, of course, we dissociate from our bodies, trying not to feel them unless we're inflicting pain upon them in order to try to get them to conform to bullshit standards that are unattainable and based on arbitrary metrics that somebody pulled out of their own shame to place upon the rest of us. When we reconnect with our bodies, we can better understand our emotions. When we can learn to feel them, identifying our emotions by the sensations in our bodies, we can become more willing to feel them all, the pleasant and the unpleasant ones. Because when we learn that they won't hurt us, we can stop avoiding them and spending so much of our energy doing things that we don't really want in order to pretend an unpleasant emotion doesn't exist, which really just perpetuates the unpleasant emotion itself. I mean, come on. You feel sad, so you eat a Costco-sized bag of chips, but you binge Netflix to distract yourself from the fact that you're eating the whole bag, because you also feel shame about that, because you know it's not going to feel good when you're finished with it, but in the moment, it feels better than sadness. And yet, when you come to after that binge sesh, you've got a headache from staring at the screen, your hips hurt from not having moved for several hours, and your stomach hurts from all the chips you just ate. Not to mention the dehydration, because you definitely didn't bring enough water with you to the couch to counteract the month's worth of sodium that you just consumed in 3 hours, and you're still sad. Ugh. But because you've dissociated from your body, you weren't clear on when it may have felt good to get up from the couch, or when it may have felt good to stop eating the chips. You were in your head trying to squash the sadness and the shame. But that shit doesn't work long term. I call it shielding. The chips, they're a shield from the sadness. And that Netflix binge, that's a shield from the shame about eating all the chips. We put up shields to pretend we don't feel certain emotions because we're afraid to live in our bodies and experience the full range of human emotion. We've been taught our entire lives that our bodies are wrong and we need to change them. And we've been taught by the bullshit positivity movement that we shouldn't feel anything unpleasant. And all this does is perpetuate feeling like shit, amplifying it by piling shields on top of shields that just make us feel worse. I'd like to suggest that it doesn't have to be this way. I'd like to offer you that your body is amazing and you deserve to feel what it's capable of. And I'd like to teach you how to experience the full range of human emotion, because it's when we can live within our bodies and be willing to experience any emotion that we really reclaim our power. When we're not afraid to feel the unpleasantness of human existence, but we're willing to bring the unpleasantness along for the ride, that we become unstoppable. We get to utilize our energy for the things that we truly want to do, rather than spending it avoiding what we experience inside of our bodies. I invite you to focus on your emotions and think of them solely as physical sensations. What does sadness feel like in your body? How do you even know when you're angry? What does it feel like to experience joy or love? And if you'd like to dive a hell of a lot further into this, come work with me in Pressure Point Coaching. An exploratory call is free and it takes just 30 minutes or less. We'll see if this program is a good fit for you to reconnect with your body and reclaim your power.